I'm a sucker for all the Christmas lights. So this has been a tradition since I was a kid. My parents used to drive me and my brother around and look at all the crazy Christmas lights. And I still like to do that to this day. Another tradition, I don't know if this would count as a tradition, but my family's a big baking family, so we love to bake cookies. We love to listen to Nat King Cole, the Christmas albums of Nat King Cole. Love at least trying to see some form of like Christmas entertainment, film, theater, something like that to get into the Christmas mood. White Christmas with Bing Crosby. I always watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Year Without a Santa Claus. Year Without a Santa Claus is my favorite because of Heat Miser and Snow Miser. But I don't know. It just reminds me of being a kid watching all those like Rankin and Bass claymation. I'm a big Peanuts fan, so like anything Charlie Brown, that kind of stuff. I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas is one of my favorites. I don't know off the top of my head who sings that, but I love that song. And I'm Italian, so Dominic the Italian Christmas Donkey is always played in my household and will always be played in my household till the day I die. And I forget who sings that off the top of my head. I'm really bad with names. Traditional for the most part, but one of my favorite, I don't know if you would consider this modern or not, there's a NSYNC Christmas album that I love, and I still physically own my CD, and I love it. But I go traditional with most of my Christmas music, like Elvis, Fred Astaire, Bing Crosby, Nat King Cole, all of it. I'm much more of I don't have a gift per se, but like if you put a lot of thought in it, knowing me, like for example, I really like gingerbread cookies, and if I just bring it up once and someone remembers that and then finds me like an assorted thing of gingerbread cookies and we never talk about it again, like that shows me that you care about what's important to me, I guess. Do cookies count? Holiday meals. Like, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but my family being Italian, we do the 7-fish dinner. Our big night is always Christmas Eve. We never really do anything Christmas Day besides like having a nice breakfast and just chilling. My favorite holiday snacks, anything gingerbread, like gingerbread flavored things. Like everybody goes crazy for pumpkin, and I'm a gingerbread and like spiced girly. Like I will go for a spiced cookie any time of year. Yeah, we always do seafood on Christmas, and there specifically has to be 7, and I can never remember the reason why. You can either do 7 or 13. You do the 13 for the 13 disciples. I don't remember what the 7 is for. My grandmother will be very mad at me. We do a lot of baking. Peanut butter cookies, chocolate chip cookies, sometimes sugar cookies. We do make these cookies called Italian wedding cookies. They're like these almond and pecan cookies that are really, really good. And I only get them during Christmas. And who doesn't love turkey with cranberry and stuffing as a sandwich? Watching the Christmas shows that I used to watch as a kid. Like The Year Without a Santa Claus, like The Little Drummer Boy, like, I'm trying to think of all the other ones. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer claymation. I always watched Charlie Brown Christmas Special as a kid. Even though it's not a Christmas movie, I technically watch it during Christmas. The Sound of Music with Julie Andrews. Technically not a Christmas movie, but for some reason I always watch it around like the end of November, beginning of December. I don't know why. No. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. Die Hard is a good movie. I just don't think of it as a Christmas movie. I will die on that hill.
Hard. You will die hard on that hill.
I hate you. I don't know if it counts as a Christmas moment, but for some reason I always think of it. When I was a kid, where I grew up, there was a huge snowstorm. I can't remember if it was in November or like towards December in 1996. And I remember my mom and my dad taking me on a pink sled down the street because the street was frozen solid. And for some reason, I always thought it was funny because I could tip out of the plastic kid sled and my dad wouldn't notice for like 5 minutes. I don't know why that sticks in my head because I remember being in like this bubblegum pink poofy jacket. I was like 5 or 6. I don't know why that sticks in my head. And it's more like traditions that there was always, and you were always allowed to open one gift on Christmas Eve, which is usually, in my family, the Christmas pajamas. So you get changed in whatever pajamas they buy you, and those are your Christmas pajamas, and you stay in them till the end of Christmas. That Christmas doesn't always have to be expensive. Or you don't have to buy the most expensive thing to show someone that you care. Sometimes it could be stuff that you make. Like, for example, a good friend of mine, her dad bakes cookies now that he's retired. And he still, even though I haven't lived in my home state in a very long time, he still mails me a box of his ginger snap cookies. Like, it's just, it doesn't have to be complicated. I think people overthink the holidays. I love snow on Christmas. There hasn't been snow on Christmas in a very, very long time. But I would love it. There doesn't have to be a ton. I just love watching the snow fall. That's one of my favorite things. Just opening up the blinds and watching snow fall on the ground and just getting warm under a blanket, having a cup of tea. It makes me really happy. I like that we can switch them with these, but I grew up with multicolored lights. But that's the funny thing is my mom used to alternate. One year it would be the multicolored lights. Then the next year it would be all white lights. And then so on and so forth. I like both. I grew up with an angel on the tree. And then we started doing the same thing with the lights of rotating. One year it would be a star on the top of the tree, but since I've had my own place, I've always had a star on the top of the tree. I haven't found an angel that I like yet. That's the only reason why. The minute I wrap them. And I keep stuff under the tree. Like, I keep my tree up till January 6th, which is technically Three Kings Day? It's supposedly when the three kings went to see Jesus, supposedly. So we keep our tree up till January 6th. And I do not put my tree up till after Thanksgiving, because I really enjoy Thanksgiving. I don't like how people, do what makes you happy. If putting the tree up early makes you happy, go for it. But I don't like how nowadays we just skip to Christmas automatically. Like, there's something in between there. And I know there's very, understandably so, Thanksgiving itself is a touchy subject for a lot of people, which I completely understand. I just like congregating around food because my family's big. We don't get to hang out that often, so whenever we have an excuse to be around each other and make food for each other, that's a fun time. I'm going to tag my good friend and author tuber, PL from A Drowned Kingdom Saga 747. I'm going to tag my friend Alyssa at Nerdy Nurse Reads. She recently started back up doing content, and I would love to hear her answers to these questions. And I am also going to tag Bonnie at Books with Bonnie.